Wait, hold on a sec. Wait a second. Okay, you can hear me? You hear the music too? Okay, just give me a sec. I forgot to tag you in the stream tab and shit. Yeah, maybe in the, there's like the chest box or whatever.
Yeah.
But after I invite you, the motherfucker will be like, "Oh, your guest is not joining. Try sending them this link." So that, just give me that option for the play. But it's still working nice. Okay, so I see that Sejuk is already like chit-chatting and whatnot. I'm not ready at all. I need to put on a shirt. There's like 30 minutes to do it. I played the game for about half an hour, so I know pretty much what's going on. Check the video.
Alright, cool. I played the first boss and I died. Yeah, okay.
It's okay. We didn't get flown out to Paris for this. Wait, they can hear me. Shit, I've been talking to my chat. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I have that open, of course.
I'm ready for greatness. I'm ready to witness some real French gaming. There's no time to waste. I'm gonna beam down directly to Paris. The weather's not nice, but Jig is with me. Together, gonna be a dream casting duo and bring you the English version of the best, most popular French retro gaming event. Get ready for some serious video game action.
Of course, we're not gonna play Mega Drive games, so I'm gonna be going over here where I am joined by Lord Jiggy. Hello, Jiggy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Nice.
What's up, everybody?
Let me see if I can get your volume sorted up. There you go, 200%
right.
Jiggy volume. 200%.
Maximum power.
Maximum power. Hello, everybody from chat, Tiger Skydrum, and the Zero. Welcome to the stream. The Open Tondeuse is a French lawnmower. That is very accurate. And it seems like the players are getting already in position because the starting time is in 2 minutes. So I'm going to cut the chase short, if that's even a saying. Just switch to this scene, you know, because the game has been revealed. Jiggy. What do you know about this game as I conspicuously set up the capture for the stream?
Not that much, other than it's fucking sick. I played it for a little bit the other day for research purposes, and I really wanted to play it more.
Nice.
But I'm assuming from the legal stuff that it's based on a TV show or something along those lines.
I think it's. I think the character is like a mascot because I remember buying a Tamagotchi as a present from Japan, and it had this character on it. I think it's like maybe it's a Takara mascot. No, it says KTV.
Yeah, no idea, but something like that. Yeah, but who knows? But it's definitely like it's got a weird kind of sense of humor that I've noticed. Like I recognize the sort of style of it from some other things. It seems very kind of goofy and surreal and weird. If people hear the game audio, they'll kind of understand what I mean because there's a lot of weird voice clips and stuff in it.
Yeah, like this cute character talks to you with the voice sampler in the GBA, but his voice is like the deep voice.
Yeah.
And then it says out loud like the words in English, like when you pause, it's like pause. And shit like that. Or like the mechanics of the game all revolve around the use of your big lips. Like you can kiss like the female characters around that give you items or actually spawn a baby when you do that. And when you kiss them, it goes like choo with the voice. It does like the onomatopoeia chip.
Yeah, you can use your lips as a boomerang to collect items, and you can use your lips as a grappling hook.
Yeah, look at that. Spider-Man's got a little emote of the character. Look at that one. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so I was definitely curious to kind of research this more. But the game itself actually seems really cool. It's got a lot of mechanics, and I'm sure speedruns of this are very interesting because there's so many different kind of mechanics, a lot of ways to move around really quickly. So my first thought was this was gonna make for a good like competition game. My second thought was if anyone can read Japanese and will stop to read the tutorial signs, they will have a massive advantage.
Oh yeah.
Because the first level is all about like explaining the mechanics.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I actually had a hard time myself. I'm trying to get the volume up for the game event. It seems like they have begun. Yeah, 50 seconds in. Yeah. So that's the first level Jiggy was just now talking about, which is literally a tutorial, and you wouldn't even realize that as they aren't. But if you press up on those signs, you get to you get to read the instructions on how to play the game. I guess for people, basically almost everybody tuned in that hasn't got the palest idea of what this game is like, I would say this is like Mega Man and Restart, because you get to hang on walls and then jump up off of that, but you also can propel yourself forwards when you grab something with your lips, kind of like what Restart does with his hands.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty. Their grappling mechanic is kind of similar to Restart, yeah. And the way it works, Moved Chop Hair seems to have figured something out. You can use the B button to shoot up, like to extend your lips to grab onto a wall. And as long as you hold a button, you will stick to it. But you can jump while holding, so you can climb walls.
Yeah, this was really hard to play on the actual Game Boy Advance for me. I had to like do a piano grip on the buttons.
There's a lot of pressing the buttons at the same time.
Yeah.
What no one seems to be realizing is that if you press down and jump, you will do a rolling attack, and you can crush these lip blocks.
Yeah, and that's the same problem I had trying this for the first time, you know, because I didn't bother to translate the text. So finding all the controls is gonna be a bit harsh. Chat, what about the audio levels? Let me see if I can get the game volume a bit like that, so you guys can actually get to hear that audio, because this sounds pretty good for, I want to say for a GBA game, because I think most GBA games sounds like shit, but this goes like more the traditional Game Boy sound approach, right?
Yeah, and like I said, it has a lot of voice clips, which actually all sound pretty good too.
Yeah. Okay, let me give some context to chat. Yes, people are doing this completely blind. This is a mystery race. By the way, shoutouts to the main character's asshole, because he's got a butt crack. This is a mystery race, so these players had no idea what they were about to play until 2 minutes ago, and now they have to get as far as possible in 1 hour. This whole thing will last 1 hour. And we just saw the idle animation. You know what I discovered, Jiggy? Hold on a second. I discovered that the idle animation in this game is a fart.
Yeah, I only saw it just now. I didn't see it before.
The most amazing thing about it is that once the fart starts, Jiggy, you'll appreciate this, because you're an expert in fighting video games. It is not cancelable. You cannot cancel out of it.
Uncancelable explosive farts. It's pretty good. Pretty strong. So, another quick note of explanation. It's pretty cool. I like some of these people are realizing some of the other mechanics, like we're seeing on Sugoyo's stream on the bottom right, that you can fling yourself. If instead of holding the button, if you just tap it, you will automatically fling yourself forward, which is like the fastest, I guess, way of moving. You can use it to like clear jumps and stuff, which isn't what you need to do here, but it's kind of cool. But the main objective...
That's the thing that took me the most to figure out, that you can actually propel yourself forwards, which they have to do later in the forest stages.
Yeah. No one has tried to press down plus A yet, though. But yeah, so you can see at the bottom of the screen, the bottom left is your HP, and then you have the onigiri, I guess is some kind of Mario coins. And then you have the lips, and it says 6 out of 3 on Melina Khan's screen. It's the first person, I guess, to have tried pressing down plus A, because they've gotten further.
Actually got further, yeah.
And you have to collect 3 lips to beat the level. But obviously there are more. Like, that's the quota that you need to beat the level. But there's a bunch of hidden extra lips.
Yeah, I've talked to Sijuv actually for the longest time. He wasn't sure whether he wanted to make them collect as many lips as possible or just go further.
Tsuni karai gohan. Normally spicy rice. That's pretty good. You get this little weird roulette at the end of a stage.
Which makes sense. I would say spicy rice, because you kind of get onigiri out of it.
Yeah.
Chat, how about the audio level? Somebody said I was loud. I tuned myself down to match Lord Jiggy. Sorry, Jiggy, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just rambling. Lord Culex.
Yeah,
almost made it past the first screen of the first tutorial.
Yeah, we met that guy. We met that guy in Paris.
Yeah, it was very friendly.
Was his name like we had dinner at that shitty place. What was his name again? Alexi? No.
Alex, yeah.
Was it?
Well, we had ciders in the very cramped.
Oh yeah, that was the best. Yeah, we had fucking tap.
Oh yeah,
cider.
so he joined us when we went to the
shitty.
What was it, like Indonesian?
Taiwanese Thailand.
It was terrible. It was like
it was the worst.
I had.
We had this shitty dinner. I was about to leave like at the most fucking disastrous review. Then I thought like people like the dishwasher and shit, and I didn't leave the review. But that was
the
horrible.
Most impossibly cramped toilet, even by Paris standards.
I still have that video of Jiggy coming out of a toilet in Paris.
Climbing out.
SMP, yeah.
That's
the best video.
That video is the best part of that restaurant.
Was maybe the best part of the entire trip, some would argue. Some Jiggy fans. Let's try and pay attention to the game. Look at that. It's still all stuck on the same spot. This is hilarious. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, Milena looks to be the only person who's advanced.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about
6 minutes in, people
mechanics.
can get stuck on all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you get to see a bit more of the mechanics here. This is like where it explains the whole flinging yourself to climb around, and you have all these enemies who you can destroy them by rolling into them. Yeah, there's the roll. Nice display of the butt crack there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's awesome.
But if you touch the enemy with your lips, whether by extending it or throwing it, they get like embarrassed and you can pass by them.
Yeah. Which it does have a component of it's kind of hard because when the sprites overlap, you're still gonna hit like your lips, which is your attack, are still gonna get stuck on that first sprite that might already have been hit and thus embarrassed. So like later when there's there's an Osaka stage later where there's a giant of lipped moms that overlap, their sprites overlap, and then you kind of have to be more patient about it. So this is definitely a game that
the fire-breathing enemy was like blocking the tongue too, or the lips rather.
Yeah, that too.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, a little bit of audio issues there. Josh is dropping the ball.
We have at least one person.
Oh, look at that! French Stoneberry is getting spotlight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he just kissed his beautiful lady and got a
baby out of it. Sometimes you get a baby.
Sometimes you get a one-up baby. No, just get a bunch of carrots.
Then you get the carrots, then you get the baby. It's like the stick in that equation is the baby.
That little yellow circle, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I found I think it's a tennis ball because I found a baseball myself in the ice stages.
Oh, really?
And I couldn't interact with it.
So there are like a bunch of secret things too. We've seen it a few times when people were pressing buttons. When you press the L trigger, you get the Conte little voice clip. And you see a little, how Ali Music was doing it there. And what that does is it reveals hidden objects. So there's like invisible items hidden in blocks, or I guess they can be hidden just wherever. And that will reveal them. So I wasn't sure if there's some other kind of invisible hidden thing with that tennis ball or whatever it was. So there definitely seems to be an element of sort of secret stuff and collecting and whatever else aside from just kind of getting to the goal. So I thought it was a surprisingly interesting game with like just the movement and the main mechanics were surprisingly complex. Even in the tutorial level, there's like 50 different things you get to try.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Then you have this kind of
going back to that Cantere thing, though, Zenkin chat's telling us that's the catchphrase for the TV station. So I'm guessing this was the mascot for that TV station, which is whatever. And it's proposal similar to the Italian cantare, which means to sing. So that's, I guess, the purpose. Which would make stupider and funnier that his voice is monotone, I guess.
Yeah. All right, I don't know what's going on here. We got an underwater level. This is further than Wait,
I just realized something. Hold on. Let me mute this. Try speaking, Lord Jiggy.
I'll try speaking.
Try again, please.
Improving.
Yeah, okay. Okay, no, I understood something.
Are we all right?
Yeah. We're good. It's because when they switch scenes, sometimes their audio jumps and spikes. But I realize I have to adjust that through the browser and not through... The browser makes... Whatever. It doesn't concern anybody else.
Yeah, we're seeing on Tondeuse screen, there's the first boss, Muscle Hachimon.
Yeah, which just...
starts the fight by tossing you across the world.
That's his attack. You have to wait like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The Cheese Howard file looking wild. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Masuru Hachimon, yeah. So fucking sick. Yeah, because you need to like climb up the walls to avoid the big tackle. But that's about as far as I played. Just wanted to get an idea of what the game is. We're not here to provide expert commentary anyway, so...
Yeah, this fight is pretty easy as long as you do what Tondeuse is doing here. You just freaking...
Just stay out of the way. I mean, yeah, like the tackle... I mean, you don't have a huge window of time, I guess, but, you know, you have time to just hang out, climb, and just wait for him to...
I didn't realize you could headshot him. Oh, he died. Like when he targeted the head flashed red as opposed to the whole body flashing yellow. So maybe you can do like extra damage. Yeah, this is a way more involved game than the theme suggests, because it defaults to normal, but there's like hard and super hard difficulties too.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool because there's so many of these licensed games on GBA and DS, and you never really know what to expect. I mean, there's stuff on like PC Engine or whatever too that is like weirdly, surprisingly involved. But I thought for sure like this. I feel like this game, whatever was like the background for this game being made, whoever had the assignment, they over-delivered.
Yeah, sorry, they're blasting me with extremely loud audio out of the sudden. It's like jump scare there. What the fuck? yeah.
Oh, so it's the town stage. Yeah,
this is the one with the big moms I was talking about. Check them out. There's one. Big moms like big kisses.
Yeah, everyone's got big lips.
Yeah, the pixel art is awesome. Like, it doesn't show on this sprites, but like the boss you saw, like, wait until this next boss. You're really gonna see what this is like. Also, just look at the backgrounds. I mean, those are so sweet.
Yeah, there's like so many details, so many cool little animations, and like it's really a super high quality game. Like the art and presentation and sound is great, but also like I feel like they could have removed 75% of the mechanics, and you would still have a very decent game that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
But there's like so many layers to it. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I hadn't heard of it.
Yeah, no, me neither. I think what's most like something that's hard to appreciate on the art style is how the proper background art doesn't actually clash with the flatness, the caricatural nature of the sprites. So much so that you can see some of the moms in the background, and they don't look like they're much different. It's like there's a nice, Yeah,
just the contrast is nicely balanced.
Yeah, really exactly. Well, it's not like a freaking punch in the eye or whatever.
Yeah, and there's actually a surprising amount just going on, like a lot of details and stuff. Like because you would expect, and again, I think of a lot of other sort of mascot games like this.
We got Benjamin in chat taking the blame for the audio jiggy. Remember Ben? What's up, Ben? We're just having fun here. No worries.
Yeah. And we're just having our own conversation here. We just happen to have this on in the background, but that's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that guy's in my chat. I know that guy's stupid nickname on the top right. His nickname is Cht. Damn. Cool. I didn't know he was French. Whatever that means.
Something new every day.
Yeah.
Do you know, Goaty, how many people are competing?
I am supposed to know, Jiggy. Yes. Trying to put me on the spot here.
Sorry, Ben. Do you know how many people are competing?
No, I do actually have the... Let me not leak my freaking Discord window with my Jiggy chat here. I'm glad that wasn't the Macaw chat, because that would have been poor. Let me get the... there you go. Participants open Tondeuse. Because like a noob, I just captured the display instead of the window.
Yeah.
There's about like 30 participants.
All right.
Yeah, 30. That's a bunch.
Yeah,
they're all French except one person who's Belgian. I have the nationality and they're all French.
I see. Okay.
29 players. Okay, fine. One dropped out at to go.
I see. Well, maybe this wasn't advertised too heavily in the English-speaking circles.
Yeah.
Still, it's more than enough people to keep track of, I'm sure. But yeah, it's I guess for a little more context for people who have no idea what's going on. Like, people understand this is a competition and a race, but the Tondeuse series of events is like a long-running thing. Usually it's more of a invitational, like, tournament season format. I don't know if this is the first time that's been like a single one-off open event like this. But,
I think so.
It's kind of cool. Like I'd like to see more of that because I think this kind of competition format, obviously, like a lot of other people have done it too. I think it's really fun and it works well. We of course participated in the international Tondeuse competition last year.
Yeah, shout out to the pink banana peelers representing with a pink shirt today.
Oh, I mean, I should have worn pink too.
You got some pink in there. That's all right.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time. Probably not the last that it's been. And yes, I've seen
cool,
a couple of Swiss flags, but I'm going by the source that Siege gave me. So what you see on screen may not be true. Maybe Petafix is a mole.
Maybe they changed nationalities after Restream.
Yes. Trying to showcase some more variety.
Yeah. But I think it's cool. Like, I'm sure from an organizational standpoint, it's a little... I mean, even if there's a lot of contestants, it's still less work to organize one event than, like, an entire months-long season. And I think it's pretty cool. I hope we see more like this. And I might... I mean, I didn't join now because I was also asked to do commentary, which I'm happy to do instead.
Yeah.
I don't have to embarrass myself. But I would definitely consider...
yeah, because like this is, I think we're all liking this because this is not really our cup of tea. Like, you know, doing mystery races or tournaments, but just looking at it, or even doing commentary, and then we can provide like a little bit of education on the game itself, rather than like how it works. The 1 hour of blind speedrun on it is fully enjoyable, and it's nice for the community as a whole. And I think and I hope the chat can agree with that sentiment instead of trying to trigger channel point redemptions and bit alerts toppling. Right? Hey, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm doing a thing. I was paid for this. You know, Jiggy, I wasn't. But
you've cultivated such a nice community, Goaty. Of mutual respect.
Thank you, Jiggy. It means a lot coming for you. Alright, what's going on here with the game? I wonder
I'm not sure we've
who's
seen anyone
leading.
get past this level.
Because there's so many participants that, rightfully so, they're like going around a bunch. But I couldn't tell you who's actually ahead of these 30 people. I mean, I could. Judging from the screen, we got Patafix, who's in the water levels. By the way, this game, you go in 15 minutes from the starting like farm stage to, which is... guessing yet no okay where this guy we're looking at Suwacopter is, and then you go to the Osaka stage, and then you go to the water stage, and then you go to the ice stage, and then you go to the forest stage. So they're just doing whatever they want with the stage themes in quick succession, and it's very nice. It's like, oh, water stage already, whoa, ice, oh, now the freaking forest stage. Like the basic shit comes after. But it's awesome, because the forest one, then there's going to be a bunch of more mechanics and stuff, and then the pixel art even gets more elaborate. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's
but
when
cool
you have to do that propelling thing that you mentioned.
Right. Yeah. So, like, it's... I would expect a game like this to... you know, you start in this farm island and then have, like, 8 farm stages. But it's just, like, individual stages, and they're pretty long. But it's not. You don't like stick in the same tile set for 8.
Oh, look at Stargator. It's got the tower boss, and if you think it looks amazing now, just wait now. Just look at this boss, because we were talking about the pixel art earlier.
Dialogue and shit in this game too.
Yeah. There is. There's even like levels that are just cutscenes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think I buttoned through some of that in the beginning when I tried it.
Yeah, some things you can skip with start. Boss dialogues are not one of those things.
Yeah.
And I guess now Stargator is just so extremely compelled by this boss fight that, you know, he's actually trying to read it or whatever.
Just slowly read all the dialogue.
Look how much character, like the sprite of the main character there is like terrified and stuff. He's like, whoa, that laser is awesome. Okay.
Tower Hachiemon.
Tower. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at the little faces on the belt. That's just a little guy controlling him on the dick.
Yeah, little stompy legs.
It's so good.
It's too fucking good.
It's like we're 20 minutes in. I get that these guys are like racing, but they even got stuck 10 minutes on the first stage, right?
Yeah.
So like realistically speaking, like 15 minutes in, you already see like 2 bosses that are pretty funny and high quality, pixel art and animation wise. That's nice. Dude, this guy looks like Tom.
He does. Do you know how many levels there are in this game?
I don't know.
I'm pretty curious, because they're surprising just levels of effort in like everything in this game, and especially with every level being so unique. Oh, there's the ice stage. Oh, sick. He's got a different outfit even.
Yeah. You eat like a takoyaki at a takoyaki stand, and it gives you the penguin suit. And what this does, it negates the effects of the ice physics. There's an ice stage later where you do not get the power up, and thus you're sly like a motherfucker. Yeah, there's other power-ups too. There's one that makes you invisible and you don't get hit by enemies, kind of like Dynamite Heady, and now it was stuck, but when a little yellow enemy touches you, you have to like mash
wiggle
until,
left and right to get out of it. Exactly. That was in the tutorial stage.
It was?
Yeah. I don't remember it happening, but I remember reading it on a sign. So I think there's like one of those enemies, but you can kill them, so you can quite easily, because if you just learn about rolling, you can just roll through them without realizing they can
rolling kind of looks like it gives you iframes. There you go. What's? I was like, what is this? How's this guy playing? But that's a still picture.
It's a picture.
Bossetti, this guy's a boss, alright. So this is the stage I was talking. Look at the background. All the cool stuff happening on the background. The fucking Aurora Borealis animated, and there's 2 layers scrolling, 3 layers even. But yeah, this is the stage I was mentioning where you don't get the suit, so you slide a lot.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This guy's getting, this guy's far.
Yeah, he's getting kind of the hang of the climbing stuff.
What's up, Basil? The audio level's fine, guys. Type shit in chat if you like French retro gaming event. Plural, events. Trying to get some chat going. It's just talking to each other here. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. This game is very cool, though.
Fucking animations. Yeah, so I figure the roll is like pretty powerful. You can go through stuff and you're invincible, but you are like you're both in. You're vulnerable at the end because when it runs out, you can cancel it. But if you kind of leave it going until the end of it, you just get dizzy and get stuck for a moment.
Yeah,
but
you get dizzy a little bit.
Yeah, but there's like vulnerable frames even before the dizzy thing, because I feel like you can roll into stuff and get hit. It's a little. There's a lot going on, so I'm not sure about the details, but it's interesting. But everything, like, there's a lot of pits and stuff too, right? So even going fast is pretty risky, even without the ice physics. But I'm sure that doesn't help.
Yeah,
but yeah, we've got a lot of people in the.
The roll attack does make you a lot faster.
Yeah, and I bet you'd probably slip and slide even more on the ice.
Yeah, you do.
Soko soko kikenna yogurt. Reasonably dangerous yogurt. That's good. You get like, I guess you get this little slot machine in the end of the level that just randomizes a dish of some kind.
Whoa!
I don't know what it does, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
If you hear me yelling randomly, it's the game volume in the stream.
Okay, I see.
I think the fruits, Tiger Sky Drum, and everything else is just stuff that gives you more onigiri. Yeah, it gives you 1 onigiri, whatever food item you pick up, and then when you get like 100, you probably get a 1-up, which you cannot see 1-ups on the screen. The 3 faces on the bottom left is your health. Then the lips are, like the completion thing. And in this case, on the main screen, you just need 4 to finish the level. But it's something really easy to collect. It's not like those, like Amiga games, so you have to collect a bunch of
Amiga
keys.
Trinket.
Yeah, like exactly, like fucking, I don't know, Fahrenheit or Global Gladiators. Yeah. Man, this guy with the...
Yeah, so you can you would have to make an effort to not reach the quota.
Yeah, this guy with the arcade stick, though.
Iconic yogurt. Extremely
super smelly.
Stinky yogurt.
I think it's gonna get to the forest stages now, which is where it gets real tricky. Yeah. This guy might be ahead of the pack.
Keeping all the cool cuts. I guess the blue dots are like cutscene. Dude, that looks awesome. Yeah, we got fucking monkeys and squirrels and mice.
Yeah, there's more going on in that
lips.
stage, art-wise for sure.
Yeah.
And mechanics-wise as well, I would say. Gets a bit more complex.
I'm excited to... I mean, I won't do it, actually. But in theory, I'm excited to play this game after this.
Yeah. I won't do it, but...
I mean, I would. But I got too many video games. I mean, look at all this shit. I got too many games that I actually own. I don't have to go play games I don't play.
Do the forest stages get mazy? No, not really. The game seems to be very linear. You get like a warp on the top left of the first stage that you can go through, but mostly just expected to go from left to right, which, by the way, I think is the best course of action for a game with this many mechanics.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Otherwise,
there's a lot of room for exploration. Like, the level design seems pretty good, because there's, like, as far as the objective, it's pretty straightforward. You just go left to right, you go to gold, and you at least collect a handful of lips. You got Carter here getting stuck on the first obstacle 2 minutes into the game.
Damn.
He's already collected enough lips. That's your Belgian representative.
Why are they showcasing him? The bastards. Well, that's fair. I would have done that too. Yeah. Well, it's doing the Conteur button that reveals hidden items, whereas the lips boomerang throw picks items and you get them back. What it also does in that first forest stage, which is what more people might get stuck at, is there's a tornado that attacks you, and you have to put the lips. This guy's just scratching his head. This is the best. Anyway, you have to put the lips on this tornado by throwing them so that the tornado can break a special kind of block. So the more you go on, the more stupid mechanics they introduce.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Like I said, there's so much going on even from the get-go that I'm surprised if it keeps... I mean, I guess I shouldn't be. I guess the game is so much more involved than I would have expected. It makes sense that it keeps adding more stuff. But I'm like just impressed because there's so much going on. I'm wondering if we're like following the people who are the furthest behind at this point for what the field is like. Because there's definitely people moving ahead. I'm curious about Milena, who got like the early lead. She's like the only, well, I guess the only person we saw get past the first wall in like the first 10 minutes. And maybe there's other people, like, they might be even. I'm not sure.
Your voice isn't coming through as well now. I think it's the Twitch's thingy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I can do on my end.
Yeah. I think you're still audible though.
Alright, let's hope.
I'll try pinning you. I don't know what that does. I'm gonna ping you. Pin guess.
Sure.
Maybe that gives you priority. Guess pin.
And my layout change. That's fine.
Oh yeah, that's not fine. Damn. Fix you. Alright.
Yeah, your capture. Oh well, whatever.
It's okay. I got this. Alright.
This game seems expensive and rare. I guess that's not surprising. Seems like the game. Well, there's a lot of quality games from GBA, but I feel like this would be the kind of thing that would kind of fly under most people's radars. I feel like this probably wasn't a super like popular or noteworthy game. Like no one would read about this game coming out and expecting it to be this super sick, in-depth, cool game. It probably it would make sense that not that many people may have bought it. And as such, it might be pretty rare. I mean, like I said, I'd never heard of it until this, pretty much.
No, me neither. Actually, it was really fortuitous that I had even seen accidentally the mascot before, because who was supposed to know in the West about this TV station, right? The action figures are absorbing Jiggy's voice. That might be true. That might be the problem here. Jiggy is known to have way too many action figures. Or maybe not nearly enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe. Just got this one.
Is that the one that... is that the one for that video where like the commentator breaks it?
Or Rip pulls his leg off?
Yeah.
It's not this figure, but this line of figures, yeah. I didn't break it, though. Like, ball joints are fine, just snap them off. But it's a very funny clip. Shoutouts to Rip.
Yeah, anyways. Oh, look at
that.
that.
Don't get me started on action figures, sir. We'll never start talking about the game again.
No, it's okay. There's a little inflatable donut that he wears where he's going on the water on the map that I find really cute.
Yeah.
That's a takoyaki.
Oh, yeah. I saw it before. So that was stage 5, I think it said. So it looked like there were like 2 ice stages, 5 and 6, something like that.
I think you get the other one later. They're a little bit. They're not. It's not linear like that. I don't think.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Just kind of trying to keep track of like how far apart the players are. I think I want to say that the 4th stage was 7, but maybe not. Yeah, here's Milena Khan again, who was clearly not in the lead. Well, I shouldn't say clearly, but I think because the 4th stage is after. through this. I thought. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe the forest stage was in between these two ice stages.
No, it's
a little hard to keep track.
Yeah, man, I played this literally 1 hour ago. I forgot because it switches it out so much. Look at that sad game over screen where you can see the butt crack.
All the lips falling from the sky.
Continue to say yes, and he says like, "Thank you." He goes like, "Arigato ne."
Yeah, the voice is too fucking good.
Yeah, feline frequencies, resubscribing. Hey, thanks. I'm gonna give Jiggy 50% of all donations happening with no alerts throughout this stream. So, you know, make it rain and shit. Is this guy in the forest stage?
Oh, dude, yeah, there's so much shit going on. Yeah, we barely got to see this before, actually.
Yeah, so the beehive you cannot kiss because it will kill you. And this is the hard part because you're supposed... This part right here. You're supposed
the
to...
tornado shit, yeah.
I'm actually surprised he got through that without dying because... I guess you don't have to kill the tornado either, but it gives you the items that are inside of it. So that was awesome. But you're supposed to hug by, of course, kissing the... how do you call the Tarzan shit? The grass lines? Was that just lines? Lines.
Vines.
Oh, vines, of course. Okay. So you're supposed to grab that from the left, and then you are supposed to extend yourself further from it. So then you release and you propel yourself forwards.
Yeah.
But you just did all that.
Yeah, you got pretty lucky there.
Just
blazed through it. Tsuni Shinsen Gohan.
What's
normally
Shinsen?
Like fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Like normally fresh rice. Normal freshness. The best kind of freshness when it comes to rice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I want to see more of the forest stage. But yeah, it looks like he got pretty lucky. But yeah, and it looks like there's another forest stage right after it. With teleporters.
Yeah, that's the warp I was talking about. But I think most like warps and stuff or even just
shit, do the fucking samurai transformation.
Oh, look at that. Man, I hadn't seen that. See, it's just always for like extra stuff. Oh, is that sprite scaling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sprite scaling when you get in that. Awesome.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these little scaling effects and shit.
The production values of this game are just
out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of these little... Oh shit, it just turned into a slime. Okay, sure, why not?
It was thanks to the samurai transformation that it was able to get in there, actually. Because those blocks... What does the slime do? This slime has a bigger butt crack. Did you see that? Look at that huge... When he enters... Oh, if he enters that, you're gonna see it again. Oh, just enter that coward. Damn. Now I gotta wonder if, like, every transformation has its own idle fart animation.
Oh, dude. It wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of shit going on in this game.
Man, can the blob even evolve?
I got it.
Look at that. It's like you're a bit ahead. Let me pause and unpause this. Let's see.
All right.
There you go.
So I think it's kind of crazy, too, with all these, like, transformations. Like, it was already kind of Ristar, and now it's, like, fucking... Dynamite Heady and fucking Kid Chameleon.
Yeah.
Like different, like the movement's all different. I wonder if he can not roll when he's a slime.
Yeah, we don't know
smaller,
why
so
the slime is a thing.
Yeah, like maybe you can get through smaller crevices or whatever. But
which is ironic, given how big his crevice is.
Yeah. Alright. Just normally tasty rice. Can you think of something more plain? It's like, it's just rice. Like, how is it? Oh, it's normal. I mean, it's pretty good. I could go for some normally tasty rice, but I mean, I'd rather have that than extremely stinky yogurt.
What did you eat today, Jiggy?
What did I eat? I ate pasta.
You ate pasta.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, in the game is... look at the backgrounds in the game. Wow. That's funny, because I got some salmon ready. We like switching our own...
yeah. Dude, I really wanted to get some salmon to make something nice for, like, Easter dinner. I mean, I don't really do anything for Easter, but I got, like, a couple of days off work, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let's treat myself to something nice. But it's so fucking expensive. I'm like, you know what? Well, just keep it simple with some pickled herring, some meatballs, and sausages, and it's just... I mean, it's not bad, let me tell you. But
pickled herring seems to be the staple over there, huh?
Yeah, it's like the basic.
What is it pickled with? Food. Is it like vinegar?
I mean, it's some kind of brine, but it comes with a lot of different flavors. So
some kind of brine? Brown?
Brine. Brine. It's what you pickle shit in.
Oh. I didn't know that.
No, there you do. But there's like a million different flavors. And,
Wait, there's a meme in the when you beat a level, there's like a 558. You think maybe you can crack the meme code on that? And then underneath it says Hachi something, but I couldn't see that. I'm just gonna look out for that when they beat a stage.
I don't know what it means, but
maybe we can crack the meme, give some insider context.
We don't have anything better going on. Yeah, but there's a million of those too, right? Like the kind of Japanese numerical, like
like clapping. I don't know, memes. Like you type 8 to clap because Hachi is 8. Sounds like Pachi, which is onomatopoeia for clapping.
Yeah. But also there's stuff like Konami, right? Has like the 573 because you can read those numbers as Konami. So in every Konami game, like the high score is 573,000.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The same thing with Namco. It's what 765. So there's a lot of words like that. Yeah, Nana,
Mu,
like Muts, and Go for 5.
Oh, okay.
So I would assume it's something like that, but I don't know how you would read it or what it would mean.
People now think that we are stupid, Jiggy, because we are talking in squiggles, probably. But I was trying to go through it, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I had this salmon that I was gonna cook last night. I was with a person that I don't know is it actually it's just celiac, right? The word? A person that cannot eat gluten.
No, I see. Okay.
Like flour and shit. So I didn't know this, but I was like marinating the salmon and I put in the soy sauce. Now, and that has got a lot of gluten in it. Now, my version is that I didn't know that. My version of the story. But the outcome that we actually care about is that when this race is done, I'm gonna go put 2 of those motherfuckers in the frying pan, and I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
Jiggy's sigh of like indirect satisfaction. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love salmon though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because it's fat.
Yeah, I like salmon, and I'm also like low-key annoyed that I didn't get salmon to cook this weekend.
Sorry,
but
just
I might
funny.
crack a beer and just have a nice little pickled herring sandwich. That's not bad either.
Juice Willis, my farts are under control. Basil, you're welcome. Tomato pickled herring. Tomato pickled herring. You know nothing about that, Jiggy?
It's definitely not a normal flavor here.
Wait, that guy reset the game?
Apparently.
Oh wait, is that the poor soul that was at the first stage? Shigan, the top right.
No, I don't know. That was the Belgian guy, right? I mean, he was probably stuck at the first stage for some period of time, but I don't think he's the one we saw more recently.
Damn. What's up, Demons Damn on YouTube chat? Sorry, I just forgot I have a YouTube stream going on.
I was like, oh, I'm on YouTube? Cool.
Yeah, I was like, hey. Sorry about that.
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah. There's one person watching us on YouTube. Damn. Yeah, the ice level, the second ice level where you don't have the penguin suit is pretty much tough. Shoutouts to Neilme with the pink Bulma shirts. Shoutouts to Banana Pink Pillar Colors. The mom's just laughing it off when you kiss them.
Yeah, so that bird up there is like a bonus.
Yeah, you go into one of those like Donkey Kong Country bonus stages.
Doomhammer's the fucking boss fight, the wasp nest.
Nice. That's the boss of the forest, I suppose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Damn.
All right. Long live the king.
That's so cool.
That was sick.
Ooh. Oh, it's
too much to the side.
It's an advertisement interruption.
All right, please hold.
Giving us ads.
Yeah, this game is
He's getting so pissed too at the ads.
Yeah, the fucking angry eyes with like 2 eyebrow pixels and white eyes.
Yeah. It's a different meme every time. You see that?
Yeah. The little booth is different.
Something else.
Totomokusai natto. All right, that makes sense.
That one's
Very stinky natto.
Yeah.
Is there any other kind?
Right, I still haven't had it. I'm looking forward to it though. One of those 2 Japanese friends I befriended, if you can say that, owns 2 restaurants that are like authentic, which is really hard to find here. And I know that they serve natto as well. Look at that, there's a mine stage, and it's got like a brown outfit with, was that, it's like a mole transformation?
He's a mole, yeah.
Yeah.
Got the sunglasses and the little whiskers.
Man, there's something about, the butt cracks in this game that compels me.
Premium GBA butt cracks, man. You don't get better than this.
Man, look at this game. Even though this mine stage, because it's more cramped, is actually the one that, I don't want to say looks the worst, but exhibits like the least background, of course.
Yeah.
But it's still nice. It got that...
I like the little fossils.
Yeah, that meme. I don't know why I was thinking of Dig Dug, but... I guess it makes sense.
That part looks tricky. You gotta like roll upwards.
Yeah, the game control-wise is
like, the
really tricky.
Yeah, it controls really well. Like I could tell just from playing it for 2 minutes that like that's what I was saying, that like I think this would be a really sick like speedrunning game, because you can tell right away that there's a really high skill ceiling to like really mastering all these movements and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And again, I can't stress this enough. There's a lot going on, but if you're playing on the actual Game Boy, it's so shit to do because you got those 2 stupid Game Boy buttons on your thumb, so you might want to play in some other way. As a matter of fact, dude, you can't even change options as far as I know for the controls, but like I would have put the lip on like a L or R, because you have the jump on A and the lips on B. So you have to do everything with the 2 face buttons.
Yeah, like it makes sense that they like put the most common things on the face buttons, like on some level. But I agree with you, like because you have to use them together constantly.
Yeah.
Like they could put the boomerang on B and the grapple on R, and I think it would. Like I agree, that would probably make it a little easier.
Yeah. You definitely cannot play this just handling the console comfortably. You have to, what's it, like a piano grip?
Yeah, alright, so there's the tornado again.
Yeah, you're supposed to use the boomerang on it.
So what does that do?
It puts the lips on the tornado.
Okay.
And then the tornado, I don't know, the tornado gets pissed off and breaks shit.
Club Hutch. Alright.
Club 8.
Stays clear. Are the L and R buttons used? Yeah, the L button does the
normally fresh cow meat.
Agunya, it's milk.
Beef? Oh yeah, right.
Normally
Stage
fresh
10.
milk. Yeah, so the L button does the like announcement that shows the hidden objects, and the R button does the boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He turned into a tiny.
You can count the
arrows.
pixels.
You can see where you are.
The arrows. The arrow is really funny. The arrow just sells it. You don't need
so
it.
I guess there's no grapple. I guess you can still do the roll. That's sick. I like that the dust clouds when you land is like 5 times bigger than the character.
Yes, the L and R buttons are used. One does the little voice that reveals hidden objects, and the other one flings the lips as if they were a boomerang. Juice Willis in the chat. I guess you cannot grapple, that's the thing.
Alright, who needs it? Just roll through.
Yeah. Tiny Hachimon.
Dude, I'm just excited to see what the next boss is going to be. The boss fights are all amazing.
Yeah, the Mines boss is going to be next. That's likely the last one we see, maybe. We're 45 minutes in, 15 minutes to go.
15 minutes left.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm curious if hopefully production is keeping track of who's in the lead.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's none of our problem.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying, hopefully, as we're getting closer to the end, we'll make sure to keep watch on the, like, whoever's in the lead.
Ben
get us the best option of seeing more of the game.
Benjamin is eavesdropping on us. I was about to talk mad shit about our time in Paris, and Now I cannot say about how shitty of a host Ben was, offering us beverages and food and bringing us to that amazing
Chocolate
French restaurant called
Dude,
Chez
yeah, that was-
Papa, where I ate where we got snails and foie gras.
Yeah.
What a atrociously bad time, and they had tap beer. They had the Belzebuth Belgian tap beer, which I hadn't seen in 20 years. We had an awful time in Paris, guys. If you ever go visit Paris, just never go at a studio where they help Sijuv make events at the Tondeuse, because you'll be treated like shit. You'll be given free stuff and be brought to cool places and restaurants, and that's just the worst.
Yeah, the worst super delicious French toast I've ever had with fucking vanilla sauce and ice cream and shit.
Was that a dessert in that restaurant?
Yeah.
It was? Cool.
Yeah, it was sick.
I just remember the snails.
And now I just...
Now I
just want to eat. I just want to eat salmon. I just want to eat French toast. I just want to eat fucking foie gras.
That sigh of resignation there. It's just, I understood immediately.
I just have to finish this first.
Jiggy is about, for those of you that are watching without video, Jiggy just left the casting booth. For the podcast listeners back at home, Jiggy's gone. All right. You're sad it's going to end soon. Somebody said that it's going to end soon. What should I do?
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I was going to say, the next time I have to go a whole hour without food, I need to prepare a snack. I think I'll be okay. I'll hold out for another 12 minutes.
I think you better maybe teach yourself to hold out for 1 hour. Then just give in preemptively. I think that might be the best course of action. But it's still funny as fuck. Man, I haven't actually had dinner because I didn't have time to. I got that salmon ready to. But enough about food. Benjamin is eating brownies. All right, man, you're not helping. So I want to stop for a second because I'm sad it's going to end soon. Okay, so what do we do about that? We do something that's called, everyone, harassment. We are going to harass Sijuv. You guys are allowed to pester Sijuv on Twitch, Discord, and Twitter and be like, hey, when's the next Tondeuse event? Hey, why don't you do another one of those cool open Tondeuse events? And then you're going to follow him. Even if you're not going to watch him because it's in French, you're just going to follow on his Twitch channel, which I'm about to shout out in chat.
Yeah, you might go like, man,
I can't
it's
give
been too
another
long
shout
since
out.
Illegal shout out. It's been too long since I heard Jiggy and Cody just talk about food instead of what's going on screen. I think we need another event so we can hear more of their commentary. Teleporters, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the warps, but they seem to be pretty straightforward and non.
I mean, it's like the most maze-like level we've seen so far, and it's, as far as those things go, it's not that bad. But it kind of stands out compared to the other levels that are more straightforward, like platforming challenges.
Man, this guy's hair, you can tell is a follower of my channel. That's the nicest hair award. That guy is a little, what do you call that, fedora? Suacopter. Man, the style of these French gamers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I felt inadequate when we were in Paris, too.
You did?
So many fashionable gentlemen.
Did it have anything to do with the size of the bathrooms?
I mean, that's a whole other story, but I mean, I felt they were inadequate.
Right. You're perfectly right. But no, you were fine otherwise.
We survived, but that's, yeah. The tales one could tell about the toilets in Paris, man. It's just...
Oh, man. We've seen, what's that, dolphin? A little dolphin transformation.
Sick, yeah. I was like, I guess this is probably a...
They seem to be alternating the level themes.
Yeah.
Such a nice pattern, too.
Later level, we'll see. Oh, first we got the... Sunikiken Nazo no tabemono. Alright. A typically dangerous mystery food. Alright, okay.
Look at that
we got more cutscenes.
Looks like later
even the map's
there's
sick.
like a building stage in that Colosseum or whatever.
Oh, stage 12. All right.
Ooh.
All right, the river.
Is this guy winning? Probably it's winning.
Yeah, it looks to be pretty far ahead of anything we've seen before. All right, so now the water's dangerous.
It's pretty funny, by the way. And this stage is awesome. Little
Yeah, it's just... Oh, dude, look at the crocodiles with lips and teeth.
No, I missed that. I was busy looking at the
they're, like,
platform
right
with the
behind the raft
dolphin
right now.
underneath. And the snake with the lips. And the Jungle Book snake. This is awesome.
Oh, the frog is on the lily pad too. Yeah, I think like if you did like 100% run to get all the hidden lips and stuff, like it seems like it would be a pretty tough challenge.
Yeah, there's a video for that on YouTube. It's like almost 4 hours long, which doesn't really mean anything, but this is probably not a short game. Despite the fact that it's so packed with good stuff, mechanics and production values, and skill tests, plus it has 3 difficulty settings that go from normal to super hard or something. And this is the default one, which is of course normal.
Yeah, I'm even trying to think like who is even the target audience for this? Does anyone know, including the people who made it? It feels like the target audience for this game was probably the 5 people who made it. Who were like, we're gonna make this fucking sick game, and just they're all into it.
I mean, depending on the popularity of the TV broadcast station, which is probably, is that a banana with lips? That couldn't be a giant banana, could it? I have no idea what that is. Yeah. So given the popularity that probably the TV broadcast station has in order to have a mascot that would be made into a video game, I'm guessing this wasn't like an underground TV station.
No, I mean, sure. I just mean that like in terms of what, like it's one thing for the company to like commission a game, but the game the developers actually decided to make, like being this pretty like hardcore platformer.
Yeah.
It's not what you would expect for this. I mean, not what I would expect, not being familiar at all. But yeah, it's a pretty, not even pretty, just a very interesting game.
It's always nice to, as you say, see such a hardcore, skill-based kind of game on such a, with no offense, of course, casual platform, because the Game Boy Advance is a handheld for the masses. So when you see like a kind of game like this that goes really hard on the skills, but like on Game Boy, that's pretty nice, because it means you can have good games of any kind, no matter what the platform is. The platform's just a device at that point, a medium.
Yeah, I think the GBA is kind of interesting that way. Like, there's definitely, oh, dude, the jump.
That was tight.
Sushi.
Yeah, there's a good like varied library, like the GBA library. People give it a lot of shit for having a lot of shovelware, but they don't realize how big the library is, I think. Like, there's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and pretty weird, like, esoteric, technical stuff for sure. But yeah, it's funny, like, there are certainly, like, sort of shovelware type stuff. I mean, on any platform, really, with this kind of licensed mascot, whatever. Like, there's so many, like, Super Famicom anime games and stuff like that. But maybe it's, I don't know if it's, like, the more in-depth nature of the mechanics or the quality of the art, but the game that this reminds me of the most, I think, is what is it called on the PC Engine? Fucking Bazaru de Gozaru, no, Game of the Gozaru, or whatever it's called.
Is that the monkey puzzle game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's also based on like a variety TV show or something.
Oh, it is?
It came out in like '95. It's a pretty late PC Engine game, and yeah, it's all about like setting up these scenarios where you have different actions where this monkey will perform different things when you place these icons in the level and he does things like jump or roll or turn around or something.
Yeah, it looks like a platformer, but you don't actually control the monkey, right?
Yeah, and it's all about like collecting bananas and reaching the goal. So like, this doesn't play like this game at all, but it's got that mascot, and it's got like surprising depth and production value, and like all these extra collectible stuff in that game. You have this little house where you can collect furniture. And it has, like, the humor feels very similar to this game, where it's kind of weird. Oh, we're about to see the boss.
Man, this guy is not named Doomhammer for shit. He's winning.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, it's
Was that like a...
Is that the same level
fish?
that Jonte is on? I think so. But obviously a little further because that's a boss fight. Might be
So
between
I'm
these.
looking it up, Jiggy, and I failed to look it up before, but it seems as if this game was developed by Natsume.
Well, that would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Yep. When Natsume does a Game Boy Advance game that's not shit, it's awesome. Apparently.
I was gonna say, well, when Natsume makes something, they don't fuck around.
And Bazaru de Gozaru is a Game Freak game. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. Cool. Game Freak, for
It's
those who
really
don't know,
cool.
is
It's an
the
awesome
company that made Pokemon and shit.
Yeah.
And you probably know Natsume for the Super Nintendo Power Rangers game and all the mainstream shit they did.
Yeah, and I mean they're at least some of those guys are basically the guys who do the new like Tango Project, who does like the new versions of their old games, like the Ninja Warriors and Kiki Kai Kai, Pocky Rocky.
Yeah.
So they're all like god pixel artists and just developers in general. I mean, I don't know if there's the same people involved in this, but yeah, Natsume were like always, as far as I'm aware, have a pretty sick
very
production
interesting
values and quality.
company because they got a lot of work from like overseas as well. Of course, we mentioned Mighty Morphin
Yeah.
Power Rangers, but a couple of more interesting licenses they got. They made a shitty ass GBA Buffy game, but they made the Game Boy Color Croc game, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, they did. They did the Game Boy Color Croc game, which is such a curious thing for a Japanese company to do.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's like a Sony game, Croc, I think.
I have no idea. So, I think Movechup made it to this level. So I think there are a few guys who are on this, but I think it was stage 13. But I think Doomhammer's the only one we've seen get to this boss.
Yeah, it's such
So
a
I'm not
nice
sure if
breaking
they're
point as
considered
well.
in the lead or like if they're all on the same level. But
well,
certainly if they can beat the boss, they'll be in the lead.
What I think they're probably gonna do is maybe they're gonna let them run and see
Like, play it
who's
out.
first to beat the boss between them.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
usually
reasonable tiebreaker.
And Benjamin's confirming
this-
that the ones on screen are indeed those that are in
Okay,
the
cool.
lead.
Thank you,
Which
Lord
makes
Ben.
sense because we are less than 2 minutes away from the pre-established 1 hour limit.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. Like, I would not get this far in an hour.
Oh,
sure.
I wouldn't either, man. You know what? I sat down today. I was like, okay, I want to set a timer to play 1 hour, and see how far I get, But then, because I'm not actually with the pressure of, hey, I'm participating in shit,
Yeah.
my brain doesn't really give a fuck about that. It's like, oh, look at this sprite, look at the background.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's the boss saying? And
Yeah,
shit
it's
like
a tough
that,
game
right?
to race because you just want to stop and look at everything.
Yeah. But when I did participate, I had fun. It's just,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's
I think
more-
I'm assuming anyway. These guys are seasoned racers. I'm sure most people who compete. I mean, that was my impression when we participated. Like, we were kind of chill about everything, and there, people on all levels. But then you had fucking Jimmy Poopins, who has like 45 million world records and shit.
yeah.
Like the level of competition is a bit all over the place, and a lot of people get really good at this kind of competition, like developing the skills specifically to figure out a game quickly, which is it's kind of its own skill, right? So it's not a matter of having experience in every game. You just kind of develop the skill to figure out something quickly.
It is. I like to... yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and just like having a sense of when you're wasting your time on something, just
Right.
like trying to push forward. It's very easy otherwise to like get an idea of something you want to do and just get stuck on it and not realize until after the fact that you just wasted like 10 minutes.
I like how I recognize a couple of participants from people that took part in the Gamer of the Year 2023 event.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
And I just really wish there were... I'm not going to be like the guy just says, I wish there were and does nothing, but I wish there were more retro gaming Twitch community events, like just even this one-shot thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, the best course of action to make stuff like that happen is just organize some more stuff and cool shit, and maybe use the stream together feature more often. Because I do believe that retro streamers in general are very much in their own bubble, and you could, interpret that in many ways possible, probably all correct, but I'm gonna stop there before I do a critique of my own area. Whatever.
No, but I agree. Like I've been thinking a lot about it, and like I've been wanting to do more collaborations, like co-streaming and stuff. And this feature actually working is like a nice incentive to actually use it. Like not having to worry too much about the technical aspects of how to make it work, kind of simplifies the things.
Yeah, the feature works very well. Now, it's not the case for this event, because of course we're like commentating and shit here. But from my point of view, like I'd love to do more of those, but just somehow find a nice way, simple, to keep chat involved and stuff. Because it's still a live stream. It's kind of, you know, when two people are streaming together and just talking to each other. And I mean, it's like watching a video at that point. I always think about that, retaining the live stream. Yeah.
It's tough enough to like follow what's happening and follow the conversation with you. Chat is like a distant third of my concerns.
Yeah, this is not the instance, of course. It looks like it's been paused, the progress for the other leading players, and Doomhammer gets to run out with his final lives, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it's probably been told, "Hey, dude, stop." That's probably what happened.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
I saw Ben's other comment, like 6 people are ahead. I'm not sure if it's if they're trying to get all of them who are like in some kind of final 6 on screen or something.
Oh, that was from maybe 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it might still be the case. Either that or Doomhammer just won. I'm not sure, because I'm not positive I've seen anyone else make it to the boss.
Maybe we should open Remy's stream, which I do
I'll
have
leave that
open.
to you.
Yeah, I got that open. He's got another friend of his commentating that both have gaming chairs. Do we have gaming chairs, Jiggy? Let me see. We do not. Nah. We have a Swedish and an American chair, respectively. There we go.
Yeah, the cheapest IKEA shit that's like halfway falling apart.
Man, I had that for so many years. I have no fucking clue how you still have that shit, because it flattens out. After 1 year, the seat is just completely fucking flattened. It's like resting on wood.
Yeah, but it's
you must have a
less
strong
work than
ass.
buying a new chair.
Maybe you should play Hachimon with its butt cracks and shit. Let's see. They're saying GG in chat. I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'm gonna bring up the. Let's see. If I have full screen seizure of stream instead, are we gonna replace the commentary thing? Let me see. Yeah, we're perfectly replacing that. Look at that. It's like it's as if they worked on this.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Let's listen to the French commentary.
Le gros blocage, on va dire, 5 et 6.
Tout à fait. Tout à fait.
Well, I have no idea what they're saying.
On pourrait demander, par exemple, à ceux que.
Who wins? Who's won? What's going on here?
I would assume Doomhammer got it.
Well, if the reverse stage is stage 13, right?
Yeah, I think the Doomhammer is the only one who made it to the boss.
Oh, yeah,
so I guess they might have just decided that as the.
Yeah, it should get it.
Like they got furthest.
Yeah,
which would be fair enough.
Yeah, either you let them play maybe the lives they still have, but the timer's there. They stop them. And of course, I'm just trying to make drama and interesting shit happen, but I have no idea what they're saying. They probably already maybe are talking about French salmon and shit, or maybe they're like, I don't know who should win because this and that. I have no idea.
Yeah, it makes sense. They're probably talking about dinner, as one does.
I got you on the bad/good thoughts of food there. You can't escape.
Oh yeah, no, we're done. We're done.
Damn. Yeah, we're probably done in the truest sense of the word here. I don't know what's gonna happen now, but they're probably gonna announce the winner. I'm guessing Doomhammer. Let's just say, Doomhammer won. Yours Doomhammer, whatever that means, is the best French gamer of this month.
Yeah, yours like Doomhammer at least won the English Restream.
Yeah. Yeah. Give it up for Doomhammer, Chad. He's a bird. What bird is that, anyways? Is that a bird with an evil Knievel, like winter cap or whatever?
Looks like it.
What the fuck is that? They're probably gonna like run interviews and shit now. We're not. I mean, I gotta go eat salmon, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be difficult for me to like do commentary on your commentary of a stream I can't hear that it's in French.
Oh no, I muted it.
But-
I mean, it's
Yeah.
what am I gonna?
All right. Okay. I see.
I mean,
Well-
I was given names of people that can speak English in case I wanted to interview them, but it would just be a meme fest.
Yeah, and I think we got that covered already.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to finish my thought from before, which is that I agree that it's like these kind of community events are really cool. And I thought Gamer of the Year that you organized last year was really cool. I thought it was a really interesting and clever concept for a competition. I wish it had been announced with a little bit more time. It was a little bit too rushed for me to participate, but it was pretty cool to see as much interest as there was. And like a lot of people like following each other's streams and cheering each other on and everything. Like it was a really cool event. And I think like it's cool to come up with new things and just like anything, like you said, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. And you know, like I said too, I really want to do more co-streams of like, I haven't really had anything planned out, but just trying to connect with other streamers and sort of, you know, cross over with the viewerships and the communities and just come up with fun stuff together. Cause I mean, this hour just flew by. The game's sick, and just talking about food and France and whatever, like it's a lot of fun, and I'd love to do this, you know, slightly more often than once a year. I'm not sure.
I think Gamer of the Year aside, which went so much better than I could have hoped for a first one, but I agree with all the sentiments that you shared. I think, of course, the best would just to have these sort of events regularly in some way. But of course, you need like multiple people that dedicate themselves to put them up because it's a lot of work. Gamer of the Year was so much more work than I thought it was going to be. It was way worse than Best of Nintendo. And I did that because I thought it was going to be way less work, but it was way more work. I fucked myself so hard. But this year, I'm going to try and do both of them. Yeah, I got some
breaking news.
I got some help. I'm going to do both. But yeah, shy of those or from, what do you say that? Shy from, shy of, when you say without
Shy
those?
of, yeah.
Shy of those, it's still nice if like, you know, we could just, I'm going to try and start doing more of that this year. Now, of course, this was more forced of a thing, but we could get together with some stupid idea, playing a game together and shit, but that literally, really, it's just fun because it's a stream. It doesn't have to be like produced or fucking. As long as you have an idea, and then we could just fuck around with the microphone.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an event or something like that either. I mean, I remember Duke Donut said that like you and I should do a podcast, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's cool, Duke. I'll you know, I'm game if you produce it. Like you do all the work, and I'll you know, I'll go live and talk shit for an hour every now and again. Fine by me." Like whatever it is, you know, just coming up with.
Man, did I tell you the same shit? Who's fighting for Jiggy co-podcasting rights here? I told you the same shit.
Yeah, and I said sure,
but you know,
doing the work. I don't know about that. But.
Yeah, that's all.
No, but point being, you know, just hanging out and doing shit. It's. Every time, whether it's like fucking flying to Paris or doing this or whatever, I don't feel like I've ever participated in something like this. And it's easy for me to say who don't organize massive events, but just as a participant, feel like, oh, that was shit. I don't want to do this again. Like, it's always a good time.
Right.
So we got some drama here for the results.
Yeah, we got some drama for the results because
for someone who didn't stream, I guess.
Yeah, looks like they gave the wrong link, but they're still gonna be checking for clemently. So they're still gonna check for their progress to see if they actually did better than Doomham.
Interesting. Somewhat anticlimactic, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious how far I got, you know? Hey, Tage Skydrum, you're welcome. You know? Maybe leave a large donation instead of just saying thanks in chat, you know? I'm just kidding. Go past their seizure after this, you know? Just leave a message in his chat stream at some point, or maybe on Twitter. Even just thank you for the cool event. You know, that goes a long way, because he's gonna be happy to read the comment, and it doesn't sound like much. For you, you're just slapping your dick on the keyboard and pressing enter, but for him, it's such a big gratification to just read that, and then he's gonna be happier to make another one next time, which, by the way, we haven't talked about this enough, Jiggy, but Sishuf has been doing these events. Now, this is a one-shot kind of Tondeuse. But he's been doing these Tondeuse events for like years and years and years. And he's been doing like 10 of them in French.
Something like that, yeah.
And the first one in English last year, which we were into. But his commitment to that is huge.
Recently.
Yeah.
I like saw a bunch of activity on Discord. It's like, oh shit, they're doing this again, right. Yeah, it's super dedicated and a very chill streamer. So for sure.
This is the people we need more of.
Yeah.
Because now,
very thankless work.
Exactly. Now he is French, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because had he been English, his efforts would have been, it's just more contained.
We would benefit more from the fruits of his labor.
Exactly. It's all about because in Twitch, like Twitch's weakness and stupidity as a platform in some cases is that you have to stream under your game's category for the platform to even work in the first place, but in the retro category, that sort of weakness, in my opinion, becomes like a strength, because then we all like streaming under the same category, thousands and thousands of games that are all different under the same space. So like people all know each other and stuff like that.
Retro Twitch is like it's completely different from the rest of Twitch, like it's its own thing. I don't know anything about Twitch outside of the retro category.
Okay, that's the problem in my opinion. Like it's both a good thing, but it stops being a good thing when like we are too much like the games that we play, which means fucking old and out of touch. You know what I mean? That's what I mean when I say that retro streamers are too much in their own bubble and shit.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. But it's cool. But everything has got like two faces of the same metal or whatever you say. How do you say that in English, Jiggy? Coin, the same coin, right?
Sides, yeah.
Whatever. Sishuf is checking who arrived at the boss of this level first between Doomhammer and Le Jeu à deux.
Le Jeu à deux.
I mean, I would call here for a fucking show off, but maybe now it's too late. See who beats the boss first. But if they got further there and they want to do it that way, that's fine. Who am I to say shit?
It's a photo finish. They need to check.
Yeah. You don't watch anything outside of retro? Yeah, that makes sense. I branch out mostly because, I'm just curious to learn how stuff works, what other people are doing. But in the end, my interest is just old games and Twitch's retro category. I don't really...
Yeah.
I
watch people play new games, but it's people... It's
there's still games.
Through those games. Yeah, no, but I mean, it's like... I first got into Twitch before it was Twitch, back in the Justin TV days, following fighting game tournaments, and then it was speedrunning, like a decade ago. And obviously speedrunning and retro stuff is like, there's a lot of an overlap there. But so, you end up with people who are kind of variety streamers who do a bunch of everything. They're not strictly retro streamers necessarily, but it still feels like it's part of that same sort of, not necessarily the same group or community, but it's similarly detached from what I would call like the mainstream, whatever. I mean, what I think the mainstream version of Twitch is that I don't even know. But like having that, like, I don't concern myself too much about like the fucking Twitch meta, or I feel like
which of these days, nowadays looking into the Twitch meta is, it's just kind of talking of butt cracks, right? It's kind of hot, so that's fine. Don't worry about that. But sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just I've got my own shit to worry about. I don't concern myself with it too much.
You have to use the word shit while talking about butt cracks. I'm sorry. It's me, guys. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I interrupted your thought, but I fully
No,
agree.
that's fine. I was trailing off anyway. I don't remember what I was talking about.
Classic, enjoyable, good old, adorable Jiggy. No, but I agree, and I never really got into the speedrun side of things, but I always thought like I think it's literally, they use the word niche. I think like speedrunning is its own thing.
Yeah.
Like me, I won't watch a streamer speedrun, even though those speedrunning like a bunch of like old games or whatever, just because it's retro. I'm not gonna watch speedrunners.
Yeah,
But
it's
something
for sure.
like this,
it's not the same
you know?
thing.
something like this is enjoyable by both things. As a format, this works. So why reinvent the wheel? The blind race mystery tournament shit works very well. I also started using Twitch back then when it was just in TV. For me though, it was StarCraft 2 Pro Gamers. Yeah, StarCraft 2
I feel like
just
it was.
came
I mean,
out.
obviously the like it was like esports, like competitions and stuff. That's kind of like this thing. Well, maybe not this, but like your stream or my stream, like that kind of streaming didn't really exist. I feel like back then it was like, you know, I watched fighting game tournaments and eventually like speedrunning, which was either GDQ or like a handful of people who did their like record grinding on stream and whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess that's like the closest thing to just this, like, hey, I'm just hanging out, playing games, chatting with my chat room. But it was so small and niche in general that it didn't, like, it was more about esports and competition. Like I was into fighting games, and now it's like, oh shit, you don't have to buy the Evo DVDs, you can watch it live now. And that's like how I kind of fell into it. But the scene and the community that kind of built from there is it's very different. But it's
like if you use
like
like
you said, it's its own
games,
thing for good or bad.
Yeah, if we use like games done quick as an example, that thing got huge. Now, of course, we're not interested in this for the sake of this discussion in the actual details of the logistics of the events or the drama that I hear sometimes. I don't really care about that, but it's a speedrunning event that got started so many years ago and just stayed as a staple, and that kind of brings a lot of people together that do have an interest in old games. I mean, that's big part of what they're watching, right? Is that still like retro focused? I haven't watched in years, but I assume that there's a lot of old games in that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
but I think it's very true, like you said too. It's kind of its own niche that it's grown into its own thing. And there's a lot of new games being played there too. But I feel like a lot of the time, which I think you were kind of hinting at too, like whether it's viewers or speedrunners, like the interest isn't necessarily in old games or games in general. It's just like specific games that happen to be old, or like you're into that specific aspect of it. I mean, obviously I can't speak for an entire like genre of streams, but I kind of fell out of the speedrunning stuff. I don't even really watch GDQ. I used to watch it like religiously for a long time, but I kind of fell out of it. And there's actually a lot of speedrunning like content on YouTube nowadays with kind of documentaries about record progression and like obviously a lot of videos about like cheating scandals and drama.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit like
that guy
So-
Carl Jobst, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah, he's one of the bigger ones for sure. Like Summoning Salt does a lot of these world record progression videos, and I find, and a lot of people do too, I think that those kind of videos are kind of a more fun and interesting way to engage with that content without having to watch someone grind for like 4 months to get a record.
Exactly.
It's like it creates a more approachable narrative to the whole aspect, like the whole speedrunning aspect. Whereas the kind of streams that you and I do of just like playing games and hanging out and chilling.
By the way,
that
Jiggy,
was
sorry
the part-
to interrupt you, but you will appreciate this. Look at the top right of the screen. There's a Hollywood. What's that called? Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Speed
Mount
running.
Rushmore of gigantic lips.
He's so funny.
Yeah, but for me, like the part that I liked about the speedrunning stuff wasn't really about the speedrunning. It was more about the hangout sort of aspect and seeing cool games. And I kind of realized that, you know, you get more of that, or parts of it that I'm more interested in when you kind of move beyond the speedrunning stuff. I think speedrunning is cool, but realistically, it's not, you know, I don't really watch much of it actively these days. But it's kind of cool how the sort of retro community on Twitch as it exists now sort of grew from there and became its own thing. But I definitely agree that there's a lot more that could be done with regards to like community building, both in terms of networking, but also like coming up with cool stuff to kind of grow audiences and to engage people with new types of content that isn't just the same thing over and over, which, you know, it can be enjoyable, just a chill hangout kind of thing. But I agree that there's more there's room for innovation.
I think that, yes, of course, there's always room for innovation, especially in the retro space. What I'm mostly concerned with is just that we get more events. We get more events because then not only, well, of course, everybody has more fun, right? Streamers and viewers. Yeah. But having more events is gonna grow the actual category, I feel like, and then maybe some people are gonna get into all games as well. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool?
Hope, yeah.
To get some Fortnite players watching us stream.
No, but I think you're right. But I think also, like, as I said with the whole speedrunning thing, I think narrative is an interesting thing to consider. Like, I think that's what makes a competition like this interesting, right? Like the same thing with sports or whatever. The competition aspect of individual matches in a sport, whatever, that can be exciting, but it's really about following your team and like the community and like the season results and whatever. I'm just using terms as if I know anything about sports, but
well, like, you made an interesting comparison there with combat sports or whatever. You know, they have to sell the fights and talk trash to each other and stuff like that, and we
got fucking wrestling promos, whatever, kind of the same idea.
Yeah,
so I think like a format like this, and I mean, I think that's why I find people who do stuff like you do with the Megamarathon, right? Like there is a through line, like there's a progression, there's something to follow, there's something to be invested in as a viewer beyond the entertainment of this particular individual stream. And I follow a lot of streamers, some who do that kind of thing, some who completely don't. I do the games bond thing, which is sort of similar, but I do a lot of other stuff also, and most of what I do is completely like whatever I just feel like on the day. But I find for sure, like from my part, there's definitely a lot of my viewership who are a lot more into those kinds of themed, ongoing, long form things than just individual streams. So I think for sure, like combining that with the collaborative nature of communal events where people do stuff together, I think it's just another way of creating that sort of narrative aspect and that.
Wait, how would you tell me more? How would you combine that sort of progression? Or wait, we go. Hold on, I got some game audio here from Hachimon. Hold on, I got mysterious Hachimon audio. It's just throwing me off. That's fun. It was on Joss's stream.
I see.
Yeah. Let me mute that.
You were saying?
Okay. I was saying how... okay, sorry about that. I got to figure out.
Stream production issues?
Nah, it's okay. How would you mix those two things? Because you talked about having that sort of, theme. You talked about theme streams, like the Bonds streams, like the Megamarathon, the format. How did you make the connection, or how would you make the connection between that sort of stuff and communal events? Isn't that what you were trying to say?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I think I see them as two sides of a similar metal, or whatever the saying was.
Coin. Because we say metal in Italian, right? We say metal in Italian.
There are different ways of, like you can see the similar effect, even though the types of like stream is unrelated. Like when that's my like sort of armchair analysis off the cuff here. That's like you create some context, some outer meta sort of structure or layer beyond the individual thing you're watching right now, and that creates something additional for people to get invested in. And I think without having thought about it yet, you could either combine those ideas into something like a version of a challenge thing where you do multiplayer games together or something like that. But it could also just be trying to consider how different things, I mean, even on an individual level. For my streaming, for example, I do the Games Bond thing, but maybe I want to do more collaborative streams and events as a different way to kind of grow or whatever. So I don't know. I don't have a good answer for like what the solution is or what would be a cool thing, but
I think it would just be cool to have more events. No, I just thought I had grabbed some connection there, but it wasn't there. That's fine, because I don't think as long as you have a cool event like this or the other ones that we seldomly have on the retro space, it's all good. And what we can build on top of is either make those more accessible or having those with more reach, them having more reach, or just, you know, doing other stuff, network based, you know, retro streamers unite or some shit. I don't know, doing streams together and whatnot. It looks as if Le Jeu à Deux won and Doomhammer got basically beaten off screen and off stream.
Secret final boss.
Damn. That's just gonna entice everybody to go check out the game and you know what comes after that crocodile boss. But in the meantime, Jante here has been playing, and the sky stage, look at that, became
turned into some kind of, I was gonna say angel, maybe it's a bird, I don't know. I like that the balloons in the background all have lips.
There's so many details.
There's like Chinese dragons and shit in the background.
Man, there's who are these two guys? Give me back the lip. Oh, Sijuv's got pretty good lips. Look at Sijuv's lips. Hold on. Let me do something here. Let me do something, guys. Let me do my thing. Gotta do my thing here. There you go. Gonna put Sijuv's lips in Jiggy's mouth. Now I'm gonna make them all giant and shit. So this is the quality level of retro streamers on Twitch, pretty much.
This is how we grow the Twitch retro community.
Thank you, Ben, for the updates and whatnot.
Yeah. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. That was nice of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks again, Sejuv, for hosting and putting this on.
Yeah,
this was a lot of fun.
When I wrap it up, Jiggy, you got somewhere to go.
Something to eat.
Of course.
No, but I'm happy to have an opportunity just to chat for a little while. I'm a noted just chatting enthusiast, as you might know.
Well, it went pretty well, you know. I didn't have to, you know, break off your tangents or derailing too much. You have that sweet
you didn't have
tendency.
to actually kick me off.
No, I wouldn't. I would never dare.
Yeah, but I think I'm happy to wrap things up there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to the next event. Hope to get more opportunities to do this kind of commentary. I can't fucking speak. Time to wrap up. But it's always fun.
Right. Thank you, Jiggy, for joining me and commentating alongside with me and putting up with my shit. Most importantly,
well, likewise.
It's always a pleasure. And let's just talk soon. You know, let's do something together. All right.
Agreed. Let's. All right.
Cool.
Peace.
Thank you, Jiggy. Have a nice one. Bye-bye. End stream together. Alrighty. That's just you and me, chat. If you guys don't know about Jiggy, you are fucking stupid. So now you know. So everybody listening in is not stupid. Confirmed you're not stupid. You're intelligent now and smart and nice. And you know who the cool people are in Twitch's retro category. Here, I got a scene where it's just me. I don't need this scene, but I do have one. Thank you, Ben, for helping Sejuv and, you know, and everything else you do. I'm sure it goes well. Whoa. What do you think you're doing? That's not gonna be read out. Let me... There's a pin message that says no alerts. I'm gonna switch scenes in a second. Hold on, so you can throw money my way if you want to. Stupid. Thank you, Ben. It was nice to hear from you. You know, maybe one day we'll meet again. Just chatting and Sijuv's beautiful lips. Should we go back to that? That's one of the screenshots of Sijuv's lips. Nah, I think we're done with the Tondeuse. We're done with the Tondeuse. Nice event.
Ce Mega Wire is so cool.
Alright, get fucked. No TTS. That was delayed and shit. Because it wasn't...
Thank you for watching the Tondeuse tournament. You should know that Watermelon is the official sponsor of the tournament. The winner will receive a free Mega Wire and a special copy of Paprium that works on Mega Drive Model 1. It's really awesome.
Thank you, Fonzie, for the $1.69, of which 0.85 goes to...
It's a joke.
Well, the money wasn't, so, you know, I'm still gonna give off the cut to Jiggy there. Alright? Get owned. All right, do you guys have fun? Know how I always this sort of events, somebody gonna figure out how to do more like co-streams and shit, but keeping the chat engaged in some way, because of course this is an event, so it's different, but then the chat goes kind of silent and shit, because of course we're talking about to ourselves and looking at the game and shit like that. But thank you to those who gave bits and subs, Toplin and Feeling Frequencies. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And who else? Fonzie. Thank you, Fonzie. All right. So that was the Tondeuse Open. If you guys are not following like Jiggy and Sijouf, you should. Although Sijouf streams in French, maybe just leave him a message saying thank you for the cool event or whatever. And I myself, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll try and stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is Easter, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. But of course, I'm not gonna tell you, and you will have to find out when I go live. And you can know that by joining the Discord server, discord.gg/Godi. Did you know the clock goes forward tonight? Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was tonight or the next night, but I'm glad because I've been trying to stream 1 hour earlier just to compensate for that, and that's fucked up. So this month, this week particularly for me has been super busy. I don't want to say tough, but it's been busy. Thank you all for watching. All right.
Man, is the weather always shit here in Paris? The weather is always shit here. Bye, Jiggy. Yeah, well, let's go where the weather doesn't suck as much, right? This was twitch.tv/GoTM_, where the open Tondeuse English Restream, and tomorrow you'll have a secret retro gaming surprise. And then more Shoggy over the next week. Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, surely Thursday, who knows about Friday, and then Saturday. And I got something extra planned for next Sunday. So much good shit coming your way through the power of old video games. Mother Brain dismissed. In the meantime, I'll try to power up and learn how to play Shoggy more properly. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe.